So we had her, and the mantra, we chanted Navakshari mantra. Navakshari mantra is adequate for all of them. Mahakali aspect, Mahalakshmi aspect, Saraswati aspect. 3 days, 9 days. Today is the nice day. So Navakshari covers all of them. Navakshari is a very, very important, very powerful homa. Om, Aim, Hreem, Kleem, Chamundaya Viche. The Chamundaya Viche is the most important part. You're asking Chamundayasri, cut my head off, meaning cut my impediment to my evolution. That's my mind. Replace it with your mind. What a wonderful thing to ask her. Remove mine and give me the wisdom, the Vijnanamaya aspect from you. That's what Vicha means. Om, I am Hreem, Kleem, all the powerful Bija. Then he said Chamundai. The Chamundayaswari is a deity which kills the final Asura. We went through names of all the Asura. I don't know if you caught that. Beginning with Madhu Kaitiba, Mahishasura, Dhumralochana, Chanda, Munda, Sumba, Nisumba. All of them, step by step, we went through. When she slays, we show our thanks, our ability to be able to fight them. Because they're all here. Don't think they were destroyed. They were destroyed in a powerful way. They are present in us in a minute, microcosmic level. It's all there. Who are they? Anger, ignorance, greed, all the bad emotions you have. Each one is an asura. They're all there. None of us can claim. But Mother, with the kindness, when we invoke her, she helps us to slay them. And not only to slay them, like Kartikeya, he not only slayed the asura, he made them work for him. He made them his vehicle. So Mother says, in this temple, you can do that too, because you have my grace. So today you have that. So chant a mantra, chant a name. And then we have a new aspect of Mahakali. We have never had it before. There's Angala Parameshwari. She's sitting behind. Ham Kali Parameshwari became Ankala Parameshwari. Very, very powerful deity. Not many temples. There's one temple I know. I've never been there. So Ham Kali Parameshwari. Ham, that's me. Kali Maheshwari, Parameshwari. And the Gayatri explains her. Adi Shakti Aisa Vitmahe, Sarvasiddhi Aisa Dhimahe, Tanno Hamkali Prachodhyat. You are the Adi Shakti, you are Sarvasiddhi, grant that to me. Present in me, so I can perceive you. So make me you. Essentially what you're asking her is, make me you. That's a wonderful request. Is it feasible in this temple with her grace, with our love, affection, announcement, all of them combined? It will happen, otherwise she won't ask us to do it. So now, Anjaneya is a very powerful deity. The one we have here that came from a temple, ancient temple in close to Delhi. The temple priest came and told one of her devotees who went there that Mother wants you people to have that Anjaneya, that Vigraha. So it was brought here. That's why it's a Veera Anjaneya. There are very many aspects. Veera Anjaneya is needed now because the world is going through terrible time. It's going to go through, and we need something to protect us. That's why you see all the deities who come, they're very powerful, preventative deity. By that I mean they stop a catastrophe from happening. The preventative. So all of them are like that. Veera Hanuman is one of them. Hanuman, as you know, people may or may not know. Hanuman is Shiva Shakti. Hanuman is Shiva, the tail is Shakti. So he is Shiva Shakti. That's why if you listen to him when he's chanting the thing, he would say Rudra Avatara. That means he is Rudra. Before Shiva came, there was only Rudra. Pre-Vedic time, he was in a horrific form as Rudra. Then they made him more gentle, then he became Shiva. He is a Rudra avatar. So you can imagine how much power he will have. He'll have all the power. But he came to represent humility, bhakti and humility. That's what he came to represent. And he was the only mighty one who participated in Ramayana as a main player. In Mahabharata also he participated. Only one cosmic energy who's recognized in both epics. That's because he's such a mighty person. So he's Shiva Shakti. So naturally you'll have all. When his mother asked him, why did he have to go put drama through all this? You could have done it in 1 second. He said, yes, I know. But then what is the meaning of this Ramayana? I have to show humanity that all the might I have, I want to use it only for showing my bhakti to him, and you people also should show it, because he's a mighty, mighty being. He's represented as a simian. That's a long story, I don't have to go into it, but he is mine. He is very inquisitive, very playful deity, easily is available, but he is a mighty being, he is Shiva Shakti. That is the reason we worship him in all the 4 other forms. That's why we have 5 kalasa, beginning with Hayagriva. Hayagriva, as you know, is Mahasaraswati aspect in a Vaishnava tradition. So Hayagriva has all the attributes of Mahasaraswati, Nilavani Ambika. So we include him as one of his thing. Then Garuda Bhagavan, then all the 4 faces you saw, we recognize them, honor them. Now, the Homa itself, I want you to know, Divine Mother wants you to get the best of the Homa. So you have to know what Homa you're doing. You have to know what is it. We invoke Agni because we are separated being. So we invoke Agni to break through the separation. So you can go into that, which is this world, super sensitive world, supra-sensitive world, divine world, not human, not material. So we have to do that, so we need Agni. And we need Swaha Devi. So we invoke Swaha Devi, we invoke Agni. More than that, every Homa you attend, think of it as a journey. Columbus left without knowing anything. This is much bigger journey than what he did. At least he knew he was looking for India. He had an aim. We don't even have when you go to that world. So it's a tremendous journey, and there are many obstacles. And by offering the ahutis, by knowing who you are offering to, by knowing the nature of the deities, those impediments are reduced. That is the reason why before we start the Homa, the first Homa we do is for Ganesha, because he's the obstacle remover. So we invoke him, we honor him, we receive him, we are ready. Then we invoke Agni, then we invoke Swaha Devi, then we travel. It's a journey together, all of us together with going towards Mother. So how beautiful it is. It all makes sense. If you do it this way, know who you are invoking, know who you are honoring, know how you are honoring. You saw how many ahutis I used, and that in this temple, each one of you used and offered that ahuti. Since it's not practical, she said, you do it on their behalf. So I take a sankalpam. Whatever I did today, whatever I received today, it belongs to them. So without knowing anything, you're getting the benefit. That is the nature of our temple. She wants to make sure you get the maximum benefit, and the benefit comes from wisdom, the knowledge. That's the reason why I share the information. So think of all them, the 5 aspects of Hanumanji today, because today is the day we did this. Then Angala Parameshwari, then Chantikeshwari, then Divine Mother, all of them. Yesterday we had day before yesterday, Mookambika. Day before yesterday we had. Mookambika is a very powerful aspect. She's sitting in front. We invoked her, we honored her, we received her. So many things here I don't share with you all too much. At least this much you have to know today. Who we invoked, who we honored, how we can get the divine grace. And if you get all of them, that's huge. One lifetime, if you get that, you've done your lifetime's work. And doing a Chandi Homa once in a lifetime is huge, because all the devatas, all the cosmic energy, many of them is in Rajagopuram, they all are invoked by her, by Divine Mother, and together they slay all the asuras. When Sumba asks Mother, why do you need all these devatas? You are mighty. She said, no, I don't need them, but they're part of me. So I take them in, and together we slay you, so that humanity can be spared. Humanity cannot handle. Just to give you an idea, take anger. That anger they are slaying would be 1 trillion times. We can't even fathom that. You won't even live if that anger hits us. So she mitigated them, she conquered them, she showed them how to do that. Such a kindness. So we did Chandi Homa last week. Today I told them, include Navakshari is a very important Homa. Om Aim Hrim Klim Chamundaye, which beautiful mantra. You are given that, you chant it. At the time of trouble, you chant the mantra. I do that. And immediately she comes. Durga Devi, Hanuman, Gupera, Bhairava, they're all very close to us. They come immediately when you call them. Other deities are ritualistic, you have to go through a process. But Hanumanji, Gupera, and mother. So Tuesday and Saturday, very auspicious day for Hanuman. We do Hanuman Chalisa, that's very dear to him. So all this, there's so much to say about him, how mightily he reduced Ravana. Ravana, as you know, shows some respect to Ravana. Today, particularly Ramanavami, Rama showed his respect to him. When he was dying in the deathbed, Lakshmana went and asked him, teach us some more. Apparently you have some more, which we are not aware. Because he is an avatar, Rama is an avatar. So he was not Mahavishnu. He is the one transcendent level down. But Ravana turned his face. He said, Lakshmana is not worthy of that. Okay, he came to him with his head and asked him. So Rama touched his feet and said, please share that information with us so we can share it to posterity for the humanity and other life body which will come later on, the next million years. There are many, many life forms, many planets active. So I can share that information. So you taught him certain secrets, Guhya Adi Guhya, to him, and he passed away. So he's a mighty, mighty person. What he knew, even Rama did not know. Then you can imagine how mighty Ravana would have been. The problem is the ego came in, they lost their identity. They didn't realize they all came from one source, which is Divine Mother. And then they started harassing the Devas and kidnapped Shrishta. That's the arrogance aspect. So in this drama, Bhakti is the one which keeps Paramatma from Jivatma, and Hanuman represents it. So if you invoke Hanuman with that mantra and think of him on Tuesday and Thursday when you do Hanuman Chalisa, please come and participate, because that pleases him. Because these are non-human. They are high vibratory elements. But still we think we are pleasing him, and we are. Because we perceived it that way, that becomes reality. These beings are high, mighty vibratory, trillion vibratory hours will be 10,000. You can imagine the separation. But by showing affection, by showing bhakti to Mother, she makes sure we receive it. And priest did a wonderful invocation. They covered all of it, even Angala Parameshwari and Chamundi, everything in a concise way. That's why it took longer time. We not only did Hanuman, we covered everything. Thank you very much.